My name is Georgia and welcome to my podcast on physical literacy and how it can be implemented to solve drastic levels of physical inactivity. Here is some background information on the current issue. According to the World Health Organization, 80% of adolescents are not getting enough physical activity. Consequently, an estimated 3.2 million deaths are linked to health complications from not being physically active. Additional consequence is a huge financial drain on our National Health Service. In the UK, physical inactivity is the fourth major risk factor leading to premature death. 1 in 10 people die from coronary heart disease, along with 1 in 6 linked to lack of physical activity. In England and Scotland, just over half of adult males and females meet the recommended exercise requirements. Wales has the highest rates of physical inactivity, with only 36% of adult males and 23% of adult females achieving physical activity requirements. A typical adult should be aiming for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise for at least 5 times a week. Adults who are in crisis, our future generations are at great risk. 87.3% of children in Wales have been reported as either overweight or obese. A whopping quarter of children starting primary school are overweight. There is an urgent need for change. Perhaps the age of modern technology is to blame, like driving instead of walking, working behind a desk, lounging in front of the TV. It all contributes to a more sedentary lifestyle. Physical activity is so beneficial to our health. It prevents obesity, it increases the health of your heart, reduces high blood pressure, it prevents type 2 diabetes. It can reduce the risk of bone loss and damage as you get older. It can even improve your mental health. And finally, it can contribute towards a happy, long, healthy life. Physical literacy is described by Margret Whitehead as the motivation, confidence, physical competence, knowledge and understanding to maintain physically active throughout the life course. It focuses on developing the fundamental movement skills from an early age, like throwing, catching, jumping, running, along with agility, balance and coordination. Memory progress through life and used in a diverse range of sports and physical activities. Physical literacy is designed to be a lifelong journey of developing skills and promoting enjoyment of physical activity. It's so good for a child to be physically literate. Greater spatial awareness, learning balance, agility and coordination forms a fundamental for a child's physical and cognitive function. These are transferable skills and will make future activities like driving, cycling, dancing and playing instruments a lot more easier. Playing sports and, more importantly, enjoying partaking in physical activity. Academic skills, making children more focused and alert. Better memory and cognitive processes, as exercise stimulates the health of brain cells and promotes a greater cognitive function. Improve team building and social skills. Children who engage in more physical activity tend to find it easier to sustain social relationships and have more confident interactions. What's the difference between physical literacy and physical education? Physical literacy is all about enhancing individual confidence and development. There's more of a personal-centered approach so a child can progress in a comfortable, supportive environment without social pressures of measuring their own success against their peers' abilities. Physical education is more focused towards the activity. What does it mean to be physically literate? Physical literacy focuses on motivation. Autonomy is important as it gives a child a sense of agency. Their voice and opinions are taken into consideration and the child feels valued in their own environment. This moves on to belonging. A child must feel safe and comfortable in their environment, free from judgment by their peers. A sense of belonging will establish better relationships, which could be beneficial in a sporting team environment. Also, if a child participates more in physical activity, their competence will improve, resulting in a high self-esteem and overall confidence in physical activity. Secondly, mastery of fundamental movement skills. These skills are an integral part of physical literacy. The earlier a child starts to establish the basics, the more likely these skills will stay with them for the rest of their lives. Finally, knowledge and understanding. Educating a child on the importance of physical activity is critical, but they must develop their own understanding and intrinsic motivations through positive early experiences. Establishing independence and choice within an individual is important to create a more positive outlook on physical activity and consequently more involvement throughout life. So, to reduce rising obesity levels and poor physical activity participation, physical literacy should be integrated into physical education to provide a more specific and individual approach which will be beneficial to the population. This will only occur by motivating people to progress, promoting confidence and enjoyment in participation, and ensuring people are equipped with the knowledge so that they can live a fully active life. Thank you for listening.